speaker, Dr. Eddie Connor Jr.
Please welcome Dr. Eddie.
Eddie Connor has become a much in-demand motivational speaker.
Because when you speak to me, I can speak to the mountain and it
Television, radio, college campuses, and with faith.
Use what you have to be empowered and to be inspired.
Local author Eddie Connor's message to overcome obstacles and believe in yourself is something we all can associate with. And he's constantly giving back to the community.
I am joined now by local Detroit author, Dr. Eddie Connor Jr.
The tragedy is to be gifted, but to never open the package.
Once I'm broken, that's when my anointing is getting ready to come out of me. That's when my gift is getting ready to flow.
What's up? What's up? Big energy, people. Big energy. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. It's good to see you today. What up? What up? What up? How you doing, family? Hopefully you are having a terrific, marvelous, amazing, and spectacular day. Come on, big energy, big energy. Yeah, big energy. Let's lift it up. Yeah, fire emojis, fire emojis, fire emojis. It's yours truly, as you know, Dr. Eddie. You are in the mix at 6, at not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, each and every single Monday through Friday. I know it's cold out there. I know it's cold out there. I've been out there. So I hope y'all are staying warm. Hopefully y'all are staying safe. Hopefully you're putting some gloves on, scarf on, I know jacket, a coat on. You know, maybe you got your mama putting some Vaseline on your face. I remember she used to do that to me when I was a kid. Like, Mom, you got me over here shining. Somebody could see my face looking like a mirror. They could see their reflection in my face. It's cold. But here's the thing. We gonna heat it up today. Okay? We gonna heat it up today. Yeah, we're gonna heat it up today right here on the digital airwaves. Right here on the digital airwaves. Of course, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, especially on YouTube. Yes. Let me know where city you're watching from in the chat. Let me know what city you're watching from. Yeah, let me know what city you're watching from. I want to shout you out. You know, my hometown is Motown. Yeah, my hometown is Motown. I'm reading some of the comments on YouTube. Kenya said, I couldn't wait to get back in the house. Cut some of the business short today because it's cold. It's ice cold. It's ice cold. Y'all can be outside with it if you want to. I'm inside with it. Zajoza, Dallas, I Pray Pretty, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Is it Louisiana? Louisiana? I think it's Louisiana. I heard it pronounced all type of ways. Yeah. By the way, you're tuning in, and as you are tuning in, your timeline could be someone's lifeline. I want you to do something. I want you to help me out. I need you to do a brother a favor. We got Ghana watching. Wow. I need you to do a brother a favor. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Rachel G, Texas. We had a great conversation on IG. IG on Rachel G. Rachel G on IG with me this past Sunday night. I wasn't even supposed to be online. I was trying to work with the NFL games on. But we had a great conversation. Check her page out. Everybody know Rachel G. So check her page out. Hit the replay all day. Zambia. Dallas, what's going on? Like I said, I need you to help a brother out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share if you care. This is going to be one that you definitely want to share. You want to definitely share this. This is going to be a courageous, incredible conversation. I'm always giving you a great insight. In the mix at 6, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share if you care. Share on your social media pages. Invite somebody in to hear something that's going to really empower them, lift their spirit as well. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe on the YouTube side, especially. Click the notification bell. Click the notification bell to get notified on all my new content immediately when it drops. If you don't have my new book, my latest book, I should say, it's called Identity. Make sure that you get it. Identity is all about keys to discover your uniqueness, unlock your greatness, really empowering you to identify who it is that you are, what you were created to do, what you were created to pursue. It's available on Amazon. You can get a signed copy from me at EddieConnor.com/shop. Also want you to become a member of my Eagles Academy. Register now to be a part of my amazing Eagles Academy. The EaglesAcademy.com is where I empower you to soar into success and purpose. It's where I teach, it's where I coach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor you, really showing you how to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. Transformative type of a community. As you can see, it's scrolling right there. Transformative type of a community where it's going to give you the insight really to win and how to soar in 2024. And that's what we do here in the mix at 6 every single day. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to the order of business. Let's get right to the order of business. If you're ready tonight, type ready. If you're ready tonight, just type ready. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Yeah. Type ready if you're ready tonight. Ready, 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 ready. You know, I read something the other day that said 43% of the world quits on their goals. Those New Year goals by the second week in January. Did you hear what I just said? 43%. Not just of the community, not just of the country, 43% of the world quits on their New Year's goals by the second week of January. Are we in the third week yet? I think we are. Right? So right about now, many people have already given up. I mean, we ain't even through the first month yet. People have already given up. The very people who have packed out the gym to get in better shape, the very people who have made the promises to commit to their commitments, the very people who said, you know what, I ain't finna eat this. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna be here. I'm definitely not about to go there. Very people who decided to say, listen, I'm gonna bring my vision to fruition. You can't find them in the daytime with a flashlight. And so I can't help but to ask the question, why did they fail? I can't help but to ask the question, why have so many people given up already? Promises you made, December the 31st of 2023. You said, I'm going for more in 2024. I'm getting ready to soar in 2024. I'm getting ready to turn up another gear this year. You're not soaring. You didn't turn it up a gear, turned it down. You're not getting more. You settled for less. Why did they fail? Why did they give up? Why did they quit? Simply because beyond the feel-good moment, there was no strategy to create movement. There was no strategy for momentum. And I need you to know this today. Know that a dream without a plan is just a wish. Hope without a strategy is simply a hallucination. Listen, if you've given up, it's time to get back up. If you've thrown in the towel, It's time to pick up the towel that you threw in. Time to get back up. But you just can't get it up. You just can't get back up with just hope. Just can't get back up with just, you know, if it's to be is up to me. You're going to have a foundational strategy. You're going to have strategy, structure, and solutions to cross the finish line of your goals by remaining committed to your commitment. And that's why I want to talk today about growth for goals. Yeah, growing into your goals. One thing that I learned, and one thing that I've read, and one thing that I've kind of just researched and thought about is that goals are not just a destination. Goals are a person. No, let me stir the pot up already. Somebody just type goals, type goals, type goals. You can't spell the word goals without go. Too many of us are at a standstill. Too many of us are stopping at the stop sign. We got to quit quitting. We got to stop stopping. Too many of us are in park and in reverse. We haven't shifted the gear in the drive. Type goals tonight. Type goals. Type goals. Hear me. Goals are not a destination. Goals are a person. You say, what in the world are you talking about? Goals are a person. Me trying to make this particular type of money means is a person? Me trying to reach this fitness goal is a person? Hear me. It's not about you just reaching the destination. It's about you have to become the type of person to reach the goal in order to attain it. Goals are not a destination. Goals are a person. Who are you becoming? What are you becoming? What are you doing in order to reach the goal? You got to become the type of person that achieves what you aspire to receive. And in order to do that, in order to achieve what we aspire to receive, this is what we got to do. We got to identify our time thieves. Listen, I'm coming in hot tonight. I'm coming in throwing punches. I'm coming in hitting you square right between the eyes. Goals are not a destination. Goals are a person. Who are you becoming in order to achieve what you desire to receive? Remember, I told you this is not just the year to receive more. 2024 is the year to become more. What am I doing with my 24 hours in each and every single day? So what we have to do, we got to identify our time thieves. Time ain't money. Time is greater than money. But what if I balance my time as if it is money? 86,400 seconds in a day, or 86,400 seconds in a year. I got close to 168 hours each and every single week. 24 hours in a day. How am I using my 24? You work in your job and you know you're going to pay your job about 40 hours because you're working there. What are you doing to pay yourself in regards to the amount of time that you use? You know you're going to sleep for about 7-8 hours. What are you doing with your other time? We have to identify the time thieves that inhibit or blockade our success. What are the time thieves that inhibit your progress? What are the time thieves that inhibit and blockade your success? Who is your time thief? Or who are your time thieves? What is your time thief? What are your time thieves? Maybe it's Netflix. You know, you like to binge watch. It's like Pringles. Once you start, you can't stop. It's on and popping. Maybe it's Netflix. Maybe it's stinking thinking. A lot of times it can be grouped into a few categories, such as procrastination. Procrastination is oftentimes the arrogant belief that God's going to give you another opportunity to do what he told you to do today. Right? So procrastination robs you of your energy. Procrastination robs you of you reaching the goals. Procrastination stops you from getting to where it is that you desire to be. Procrastination inhibits who you become. So procrastination. Then you got people. A lot of times procrastination becomes a time thief. People become time thieves. Wasting your time, telling you what you can never do, telling you what you never can be, telling you what you can never overcome, telling you what you can never become. Wasting their own time. Of course, since they're wasting their own time, they're going to waste your time. It don't take all that, girl. Bruh, it don't take all that. Where I'm trying to go is going to take all of that and some. Did I expect to do something great with my life and make a great impact? Listen, if people don't have no goals, they're going to stop you from achieving your goals. If they want little and you hanging with them, don't expect you to have more in your life. Heard somebody say, if you're hanging around 9 broke folk, I guarantee you're going to be the 10th one. And that's not just broke of the pocket. That's also a broken mentality, a broken mindset, broken goals, broken dreams. So a lot of times we're dealing with procrastination. I told you my procrastinated level in college. I mean, it got to a degree that I had to throw the book against the wall. Had an anthropology class, and I waited till the last day to read the book. Semester's what, 3-4 months? Waited till finals, the day of finals, to read the book. Of course, you can't read the book during finals, the day of finals. You skimming through it. I'm so upset with myself. But I couldn't blame nobody else because it was just me in the dorm room. Couldn't blame nobody else because it was me who made the choices all semester long. And so what did I do? I threw the book against the wall. Simply because I procrastinated and I couldn't be mad at anybody else except the man in the mirror. Procrastination robs you of what you can be and what you be. Well, I do great work towards the last minute. Whenever I'm working on the last stuff at the last minute, I do a really, really good job. Imagine how much better it would be if you took a little bit of time versus rushing to cross the finish line and actually plan out, sketch out, group out, chunk certain things and say, all right, this week I'm going to do this. Next week I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold myself accountable so that I'm not always trying to push it to the limit. And now I create unnecessary, undue pressure mentally and emotionally on me. And now I take things out on everybody else because I'm projecting my pressure onto everybody else. Hello, hello, hello. I know you never did that. I know you never did that. Because you're so perfect and you never under pressure. Right? We project our procrastination, what we didn't do, unto other people simply because here it is, we didn't handle our business, or as we say now, you didn't stand on business. So now guess what? The business is standing on you. Procrastination, time thief. People, time thieves. Right? I'm going to either manage my time or time is going to manage me. Past mistakes, another time thief, because we take the time, the time that we should be spending trying to move forward into our future, trying to harness the present, focusing on the past. You can't change the past. Why are you allowing the past to change you? You keep thinking about what I shoulda, coulda, and woulda done. Listen, time is not waiting for the perfect you. Why are you waiting for the perfect time? The perfect time is right now. I got to seize the moment. What's past is past. I got to blast past the past. I got to forgive myself for the past. I got to forgive folks in the past. I got to appropriate the forgiveness of God so that I can heal from my past. So that I don't regurgitate my past onto my future. Ooh, that's ugly. You regurgitate your past onto your future when you don't heal from your past. And now you take those same mistakes from the past. You take that same bitterness. You take that same negativity. You take that same angst and animosity into your future. Your future doesn't deserve a tired, sick, frustrated, depressed, discombobulated you. Your future deserves a healed, delivered, set free, big thinking, overcoming, soaring type of you. And here's a hard truth. Here's a hard truth. Let me plug something in right quick. Here's a hard truth that oftentimes people don't necessarily realize, and that is, let me say this in the computer. Let me say this when I'm looking at you. Here's the hard truth. And that is the degree to which a person will grow, hear me, is directly proportional to the amount of truth that they can accept about themselves without running away. Let me say that again. Hard pill for people to swallow. Hard pill for people to take. Hard truth for people to actually ascertain is that the degree to which a person will grow is directly proportional to the amount of truth that the person will accept about themselves without running away from the truth. Hello? What truth will you accept about yourself? What truth will you accept about you without actually running away from it? Here it is. Wisdom is trying to track us down, but we Usain Bolt. we running away from the real truth about ourselves. We running away from the real wisdom that we're trying to receive that in many cases we don't even want to receive, but we need to receive. We bolting past it versus pausing, pondering, praying, preparing, prioritizing in order to be able to receive the hard pill truth that'll change our lives. And when we talk about growth tonight, when we talk about goals for growth, we got to understand this. Growth is hard. Growth is so hard, that's why they call it growing pains. Growth doesn't feel good. Growth takes you out of your comfort zone, but growth reminds you that you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. Growth has growing pains, but sometimes you got to endure the pain in order to grow because the growth is necessary. Before anyone is ready to learn the how of growth, you got to embrace the why. Let me say that again. Before anybody is ready to learn the how of growth, you have to embrace the why. The why is, if I don't, what will happen? The why is, my future needs this version of me that have not become yet. And if I don't become it, I can't receive it. The why is, somebody's waiting for me to become who I am so they can become who they're supposed to be. How much longer will I make them wait? How much longer will, here it is, I procrastinate on the future me simply because I'm so comfortable being the old me? If I ain't talking to you, I'm going to talk to me. Come on, somebody just type new me, new me, new me, new me. Old things have passed away, behold, all things have become new. It's got to be a new me. For me, for there to be a new me, the new me is connected to the new mindset. The new me is connected to the idea. The new me is connected to the fact that I want to make a new impact. The new me is me understanding that in order for me to change the world, I got to first change my world. I don't change the world until I change my world. Am I talking to somebody tonight? Are y'all following me tonight? Your capacity to grow will determine your capacity to lead. Well, I want a job promotion. How have you promoted yourself mentally, socially, emotionally, with research, with best practices, with strategies? How have you been promoted in those specific categories internally before you wanted externally? Here's what time does. We just talked about time thieves. And if you just join us tonight, we're talking about goals for growth, goals for growth. This is not just 2024 is not just the year to get more. 2024 is the year to become more. Goals are not just a destination. Goals are a person. I have to become the right type of person to receive what it is that I desire to achieve. Here's something about time that we got to realize. The passing of time guarantees we get older. But here's what it doesn't guarantee. It doesn't guarantee we get better. What do they say? Like a fine wine, you get better with time. That ain't always true. Passing of time guarantees we get older, but it doesn't guarantee we get better. So I got to realize there are some good reasons for me to pursue personal growth. What does personal growth do for me? Personal growth opens doors. Personal growth makes you and I better. Personal growth develops us into the place. I appreciate you, Pakistan and Germany, watching. Personal growth develops us into the place to where we now can achieve our goals. And guess what? Over time, it does. Over time, it doesn't just become a moment. It doesn't become a monument. But what it becomes a movement. Why? Because now we've created momentum. Personal development creates momentum. Rochelle, you rocking with me? Man, oh man. You already know what I'm talking about. Right? So it in turn encourages us to grow even more. Because this has been the result of the growth. Now, growth ain't an ugly thing. Growth looks good on me. I need to grow even more. Right? Because growth is not just a destination. Goals are not just a destination. Goals are a person. I have to mature into what I desire to have. You don't just mature into it just because you G'd up from the feet up. You just don't mature into it just because your hair is whipped, dipped, fried, dyed, laid to the side. You just don't mature into it because your hair done, nail done, everything did. Are you fancy, huh? Just because you G'd up from the feet up, just because you got your suit and your tie. As long as I got my suit and tie, we know how to look successful. But very few people are actually going to do the work to be successful. I already told you 43% of people around the world have already given up on their goals for 2024. And they do it by week 2, and we're in week 3. I need somebody to just internalize tonight. That ain't going to be me. Even if you've given up, it's time to get back up. Time to brush your shoulders off. Time to encourage yourself. It's time to not just be motivated. Determined. I'm telling you right now, the goals that you have, the year that you want to experience, the financial gain, the increase in your relationship, spiritual growth, development will not just come simply because you're motivated to do it. Because you're not going to be motivated every day. What you're going to have is that no quit mindset. I got to quit quitting. I got to stop stopping. I got to be determined to go after it by any means necessary. So I got to identify my particular time thieves. I got to focus on and know what it is that distorts and thwarts my particular goals and offsets me from the place that I need to be. Right? So many times we focus on arriving, but not becoming. Can I talk to somebody tonight? When we're talking about goals for growth, we got to stop having the mindset on arriving and focus more on becoming. Arriving is, y'all ever seen that movie? Are We There Yet? I think that was the movie. What was that with Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken, or was it with Cedric the Entertainer? I don't know. I'm bad on movies. Right? Too many times we focus on arriving. Are we there yet? We want to go from A to Z unconsciously. That's what we want to do. Lord, give me anesthesia. I don't want to feel you working on me at all. Listen, I had a root canal before. What they do when they give you a root canal, they give you an anesthetic. They knock you on out. I don't know if they're giving you laughing gas or whatnot. I don't know. But they knock you out so that you don't feel the orthodontist working on you. Yeah. And too many times we are like that. God, I don't want to feel you stretching me. I don't want to feel this sacrifice. I don't want to feel this suffering. I don't want to feel this time of being alone. I don't want to feel this stretching. But the stretching leads to a greater blessing. I don't want to feel the growing, here it is, growing pains. I want to be unconscious to the pain. I don't want to feel it at all. I don't want to go from A to Z consciously. I want to go from B to Y. Yeah. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to go from all of that, from here to there, feeling all of it. God don't work like that. I wish I could just give God a tip sometime and say, Lord, drug me and drag me into my blessing. Give me some give me the anointed anesthesia so I wouldn't have to feel you working on me. I don't want to feel the trial. I don't want to feel the tribulation. I don't want to feel the temptation. I don't want to feel the frustration. I don't want to feel the situation. Just drug me and drag me. I'm the only one. I'll be out here on the island by myself. I'll be out here on the boat by myself. Make sure you at least give me one oar so that I can, paddle myself all the way back to the shore. For sure. Right? I don't know if you ever been there. God, can I give you a tip? What say? Take your burdens to the Lord, leave them there. Said, what? Have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your problem. I'm gonna tell him about my problem, and I'm gonna give him a tip too. Here's how you can get me out of this. You can take no 6 months or 6 years. Let's do it in the next 6 seconds. Right? So I can't just focus on arriving. I got to focus on becoming. Arriving is about the what. Becoming is about the how and the why. Oh. Listen, if you have not invited nobody in here tonight, shame on you. Invite somebody in here tonight. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. LinkedIn, YouTube. Make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's do that now. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't just need to be focused on arriving. I need to focus on becoming. Arriving is about the what. Becoming is about the how and the why. Simply because becoming is about more than you. Some of our prayers are just so selfish. It's about me, mine, and all of thine. That's what it's simply just about. When are your prayers going to become bigger than you? When is your idea going to become bigger than you? If you can accomplish it all by yourself, it's too small. If your dreams are affordable, you're not thinking big enough. You're not dreaming big enough. So here it is. Personal growth, when I'm not just focusing on arriving, I'm focusing on becoming. Becoming makes it easier for me to learn from failure. Becoming makes it easier for me to understand that I didn't take a L. That was a loss. It was a lesson. It was leadership. It was life skills. It was leveraging hope. It was understanding that I got the Lord with me. I got love on the inside of me. All of that increases my hope. It teaches me that tomorrow can be better than today when I understand the lessons of today can help shape my tomorrow. So here, I want to give you 5. I don't know if I get through 5 today. At least I want to give you 3. Yeah. I want to give you at least 3 tips. We'll see what time we're working with. And then maybe we'll increase it if we have enough time. Number 1, here's what I got to do. So we're talking about goals for growth. Are you ready? Type ready. Type ready if you're ready. I think I already gave enough principles, but let's itemize it. Somebody said I already got notes. I already got about 10 things. You about to start back at number 1 again? Back at 1. That's what the song said. Type ready if we're ready. Natasha Gloucester said I'm ready. Kenya, ready. Boy Empire, ready. Doe Solani, ready. Number 1, here's what we got to do. He said, never too much. I just heard Luther singing. Never too much, never too much. It's that breakdown for me. Doom, 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 doom. It's the breakdown for me. Mine said, ready. All right. Since it's the breakdown for me, let's break it down. Can I break it down? Number 1, here's what we got to do. Got to adopt a growth mindset. I want you to write that down. Adopt a growth mindset. Too many of us have a fixed mindset. We're static. We're stagnant. We're stuck. Again, too many of us have a fixed mindset. We're static. We're stagnant. We're stuck. We got to quit quitting and stop stopping. And have, here it is, some stick-to-itiveness. If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to make sure that it's accomplished. I'm going to put in the work, the sweat equity. Because I promised to myself, this is what I'm going to achieve. And this is what I'm going after. A fixed mindset won't allow you to make any moves, won't allow you to create any momentum, won't allow you to have any type of upward mobility to where your mind is not just so closed in, but it's expansive. You can never get through open doors with a closed mindset. You can never receive open opportunities with an old mindset and a closed mindset. Right? So I have to adopt a growth mindset. And here it is with hope. Hope isn't just wishing that things might be. It's the firm belief that things will be. A growth mindset, rather, is me looking past my past. It's looking past the present circumstances with the belief that I can shape, I can create, I can mold, I can make a positive future. Here's the thing about growth. Growth is not 0 to 100 real quick. And I need you to understand this. In this microwave society, in this society where people will try to make you believe that everybody on social media is making 6 figures. Please stop. Where ain't nobody got a job. Everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody's a CEO. Everybody has their own business. Then who's working at Target? Because those are essential workers too. Who's the electrician? Those are essential workers too. Who's the teacher? That you're going to send your kids to learn from, because we know you got to go work your CEO job, not your job, your CEO. For sure. Who's the plumber? Because I ain't calling no CEO if I need an electrician or a plumber. Do they not have value too? Talk to me. Is this thing on? Let me shake the room right quick. Right? So don't allow social media and all types of other things to make you feel inadequate simply because of a veneer, of a smokescreen, of what people aren't doing, or what people desire to have, but they haven't actually achieved that yet. It's a great aspiration, but let's be cognizant of the situation. It's not a 0 to 100 real quick, because if you go from 0 to 1, is that not still progress? If you go from 0 to 10, is that not still progress? If you go from 10 to 20, is that not still progress? Hello? Everything doesn't have to be overnight. There is no overnight success. There is a through the night success. And sometimes that through the night is not just a particular 12 hours. Sometimes it's 12 months. Sometimes it's 12 years. And what we have to do is we have to acknowledge that growth is a gradual process. Think about the word graduation. Graduation speaks to gradual. You do not graduate from a particular school. You do not graduate from a particular college. You do not graduate from a particular level in life unless you have gone through the gradual process, day to day, semester by semester, year by year. Right? And so I have to make that gradual process a daily part of my daily practice. Here's the thing. When you take those small steps of growth each and every single day over time, and you're consistently consistent versus being consistently inconsistent, you got consistency and you got frequency, you're going to see progress over time. If you string together enough days of consistent growth by going to the gym, by working on your fitness, by eating healthy, by changing your diet, by replacing pop, maybe in the South, y'all say soda. Only soda is baking soda. And that's for another conversation. Right? With water. You string together enough of those consistent days, you'll begin to see the change in your body. You'll begin to see the change in your energy. You'll begin to see the change in your mentality. It's the same thing in the process of you seeking to achieve your goals in regard to your business, in regard to your relationships, right? In regard to your life as a whole. You become better, you become stronger, you become more skilled. Why? Simply because I have adopted a growth mindset. Come on, somebody just type tonight. Type growth looks good on me. Growth looks good on me. Might be some growing pains. But guess what? When they pluck in your eyebrows, ladies, when they doing all types of twists and turns to your hair, and you say, ouch. What's the lady say? It hurts to look beautiful. What's the guy say he working on you? It hurts to look beautiful. It's going to be a little bit of pain. It's going to be pain either way in life. There's only two types of pain, like the pain of discipline and the pain of consequence. Pain of consequences, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have managed my time. Now time is managing me. I shouldn't have wasted my time. Now I'm trying to recoup what it is that I lost on. Or it's the pain of discipline. It hurt to do it, but I'm glad I did. Sometimes the greatest blessing is doing what you don't feel like doing. The doing what you don't feel like doing comes from adopting a growth mindset. Let's take it up another gear. I gave you level 1. I gave you number 1. Let's take it to level 2. Make it do what it do. Here's what growth means. We're talking about goals for growth. Growth means change. The second one, growth means change. Here's the thing about change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. A counter change means nothing if your character hasn't changed. A new year means nothing if you have the same old mindset. Many of us have new resolutions, but you don't need a new resolution. You need a new revelation. The new revelation is, I got to identify who it is that I am. What is my particular identity? What is the level that I need to be on? What do I possess inside of me that I have not discovered yet, but people see in me what I don't see in myself that I need to change? And here's the thing about the change. The cost of change is often the greatest separator. The cost of change is often the great separator between those who grow and those who do not. Everybody wants change until the change has to begin from within. There's a great separator between those who grow into their dreams and those who dream, but they remain where they are. Let me say that again. Great separator between those who grow and those who do not. A great separator, a great distinguishing aspect between those who grow into their dreams and those who dream, but they remain where they are. Those who grow into their dreams are those who decided to take on the reins of the change. Those who decided to do what was difficult. Those who decided to do what didn't feel good, but is still working out for my good. Those who decided to leave the pack behind, be talked about, be ridiculed, be postured in the way to where they felt as if somebody was acting funny, whatever the case may be, between those who are deciding to remain where it is that they are. What does that take? It takes a mental change. It takes an environment change. A lot of times people say, well, listen, if I go to Atlanta, my life is going to change. If I move to California, my life is going to change. If I go to Texas, my life is going to change. You're still in the same old place. You're still in the same old predicament, simply because it wasn't the location. It was the mindset. That's what it takes. Are you willing to pay the cost of consistency? That's what you got to ask yourself. Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? Am I willing to pay the price in order to reach my goal and experience change in my soul? As I said before, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to be uncomfortable being comfortable. The comfort zone is going to keep you where it is that you are. The most dangerous place you can be in life, hear me, is not when you're walking on water, it's when you're staying in the boat. Comfort zone is characterized by doing the same old thing, expecting a different result. Doing the same old thing in the same old ways with the same old people at the same time, getting the same old results. Let me tell you this. Author by the name of Gail Sheehy, or Shahay, one of those ways that you pronounce it, said this. Gail said this: if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we are not really living. She goes on to say, growth demands a temporary surrender of security. It may mean I'm giving up familiar, limiting patterns, safe but rewarding work, values no longer believed in, relationships that have lost their meaning. I'm giving up the old, the pattern of where it is that we are to get to where it is that I need to be. You know what the reason many times we don't achieve our purpose is not always because of procrastination. It's not always because of people. It's not always because of past mistakes. But here it is. It's because of patterns. Purpose and patterns are interconnected. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Think about some of your toxic relationships that you've had. Come on now. Don't act like you ain't never been in no toxic relationship. Think about some of the toxic relationships that you've had. No, you haven't dated the same person per se, but they're the same type of person. Mm-hmm. It's been the same type of person. Same type of person who mistreated you. Same type of person who talked to you like you was crazy. The same type of person with a different face, but you still in the same place. Why? Because it's not the person, it's the pattern. Y'all don't like that one. How you like me now? Right? Your purpose isn't that difficult to achieve. Your purpose isn't that difficult to receive, but it's the patterns that cause you to either be there, ascend there, or descend to where it is that you are. It's the patterns that cause it to have a team members of construction or those who bring demolition. Patterns. Somebody just type pattern. Type pattern. Type pattern. Patterns are pathways that either take me to where I need to be or stop me from going to where it is that I desire to get, that I desire to aspire to have. Psychologist by the name of Herbert Jerjoy said that the illiterate of the future, need you to hear me on this, the illiterate of the future are those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I need you to understand this. The illiterate of the future are not those who can't read or write. And I like to say that the most illiterate person, not the one who can't read, is the one who can read but won't read. Readers are leaders. Leaders are readers. If you're going to lead, you definitely need to read. I got to have an input if I'm going to have an output. Got to have something that's going to span my mind and my mentality. But he says this, the illiterate of the future are not those who cannot read, but it's those who cannot learn. Those who can't learn. Those who can't unlearn. Those who can't relearn. Here we go again, that fixed mindset. Those who refuse to change. Those who refuse to transform. Those who refuse to adapt and adopt a new mentality. Life is changing. Why do you continue to remain the same? Right? And here's the thing. Each new level in life requires a better and different version, a different me. If I'm going to get to a new level of life, I got to change my language. I'm not telling you to speak Spanish. I'm not telling you to speak Swahili. I'm not telling you to speak French. I'm not telling you to say bonjour and por favor. No. I'm not talking about the language of the culture that you speak. I got to talk about the language of how it is that I speak to myself. the language that I use. Too many times, the language that we say and the language that we continue to verbalize about ourselves is so negative that the negative energy, the negative type of conversation about ourselves negates our purpose. I got to expand the vocabulary when it comes to me. I got to expand the vocabulary when it comes to what it is that I desire to have. I got to declare. I got to decree. I got to make a specific type of declaration that does not negate the manifestation of what it is that I desire to have. Each level of growth is going to require a better and a different version of you. Are you willing to become what it is that you desire to have? What you have is up here. For many of us, what we are becoming is all the way down there. What I'm becoming has to catch up to what I expect to receive. Growth comes as the result of dropping bad habits, changing the wrong priorities, and here it is, patterns, embracing new ways and levels of thinking. So here's what I got to do. I got to risk being wrong so that I can discover what's right. Let me say that again. I got to risk being wrong so that I can discover what's right. I got to take the calculated risk. And oftentimes we cling to the right things. We cling to the right, but things turn out wrong. We cling to what we think is right. Scripture says there's a way that seemeth right unto a man. Can I let go of what I always feel? And can I let go of how I'm always in my emotions? Can I let go of how I always have this level of stinking thinking? Can I let go of how I felt like it's always going to be this way? Nobody in my family ever did this. Nobody in my family ever became a millionaire. Nobody in my family ever got a master's or a PhD or a college degree. Nobody in my family ever got this far. But guess what? You got to be the first one. Just because it ran in my family don't mean it's going to run through me. No, it runs out because I'm alive. It runs out because I'm a destiny changer. It runs out because I'm a generational curse breaker. That's what it has to get to. Last but not least, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of truth. I have a couple more points, but I think I've made enough points. Let me give you the last one. Let me give you this last one. Somebody type 3 in the chat. 3. Type 3 in the chat. We're going to point number 3. I hope you rock it with me. Point number 3. I hope you rock it with me. Goals for growth is what we're talking about tonight. I need you to make sure that you like, come on, comment, share, subscribe. If you're getting something from tonight, let me know what you're getting. If you're getting something from it tonight, let me know you're getting something from it tonight. Drop a 3 in the chat. We going to the third level. Number 3, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're not following me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, we don't stop at EddieConnorJr. You definitely want to be subscribed on the YouTube side. We do this every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is in the mix at 6. I don't know what it is. So definitely hit the notification bell, subscribe to YouTube. Last but not least, I'm over time tonight. I try to be done by 7 o'clock, but we going into overtime. Anybody who knows sports, you love overtime, right? Ooh, the game got extended. OT, baby. Number 3. For growth to be maximized, it must be strategic. You call it a goal, but it ain't a goal if there's no strategy. For growth to be maximized, it must be strategic. I got to have a strategy. I got to have structure. The strategy that's structural has to be solution oriented in order to grow my greatness. I need you to understand this. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. The biggest and the most important project that you will ever work on is not a book. It's not a research paper. It is not the deed and the will and the certificate for your marriage. The most important project that you will ever work on, it ain't even your credit score. And I know we want to keep that up. The most important project that you will ever take on and work on in your life is your own life. It's you. Only person who's with you every single day, 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year, because 2024 is a leap year, will be you. Jim Rohn said this. Jim Rohn. He said, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan for your life. If you don't design your own life plan, somebody's going to decide it for you. If you don't love yourself, somebody's going to teach you how to hate yourself. If you don't strategize, mobilize, and organize your life, I guarantee you somebody's going to bring some disorder to your life. If you don't know what you want, somebody's going to decide what you get. And generally it's going to be what you don't want. But how do you know what you don't want if you don't know what you do want? Are you confused yet? So is the person who don't know what they want. We're going to have to clip this part. We're going to have to clip this part. Right? If you don't know what you want, somebody's going to decide what you get. Systems, structure, strategies permit ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results. We're just ordinary people. If you got a strategy, you will know which way to go. You don't know which way to go if you ain't got no strategy. Bring John Legend in here. Let me talk to some legendary people tonight. Believe I'm talking to some legends in the making. Right? Systems, structure, strategy, solutions permit ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results. Right? Only thing between ordinary and extraordinary is just a little bit of extra. Can you do a little bit of extra? Can you think a little bit extra? Can you tap into the mind, the greatest mind of all time? The Lord himself, to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. That's extra. Extra, read all about it. Right? Strategies are nothing more than systems for obtaining specific results. So here's the question that you got to ask tonight. And I'm coming around the mountain. Here I come. In what areas do I need to grow? Got to ask yourself that question. Remember, I told you, can't run away from the truth about you. Can't outrun the truth about yourself. Truth ain't trying to defend you. Truth is trying to be on the offensive side. You acting like you a wide receiver against a defender. Truth ain't trying to just be a defender. You trying to run away from the defender. You and truth got to be on the right side, on the same side. What areas do I need to grow in? After I've defined what areas I need to grow in, I need to ask myself this question. What resources do I need in order to grow? The areas that I need to grow in. How much time do I need to spend on each area of growth? Again, let me say it again. What areas do I need to grow in? What resources do I need to grow? When you think about the resources, where do I need to grow? Where do I get those resources? Next one. How much time should I spend on each area of growth? Then also, what experiences have helped me to grow? And then what experiences do I need to help me grow? Here's the thing. We often confuse activity with accomplishment and achievement. Let me say that again. We got to stop confusing activity with accomplishment and achievement. What do I mean by that? You take a photo shoot. You post your photo. That's activity. It don't mean you achieved anything. A photo shoot ain't a strategy. Photo shoot can be part of your marketing plan. Y'all don't like that one. Don't unbook your photo shoot. I know it's coming up this week. I know it's coming up next week. I know it's coming up before the end of the month. Keep your photo shoot. But just understand, activity is not achievement. There's a difference between being busy and doing business. Being busy does not mean you're being productive. You're doing a whole lot of things, but it's everything ancillary to what it is that you really need to be doing. You a speaker, but you ain't said nothing. You a writer, but you ain't wrote nothing. You're a teacher, but you haven't learned the lessons in order to teach. It's tight, but it's right. I'm trying to help somebody grow into their greatness tonight. Talking about goals for growth. So here's the thing. We got to ask ourselves the question, what constitutes my big picture of growth? Where do I want to grow? Where do I want to go? What are the strengths that I need to develop to have a successful relationship? What are the What are the strengths I need to develop to have a successful business? To where I don't put myself out of business. What are the things that I need to develop in order to harness my goals, in order to actually be better this year than I was last year and the years prior? What are the things that I need to heal from in those previous years so that I don't bring that trauma, I don't bring those mistakes, I don't bring that same pain into a new year where I ought to be in a place of healing? What choices do I need to make so that I can improve in those particular areas? Right? For growth to take place, it's got to be measured. Why do I say growth has to be measured? Because what gets measured gets done. If it don't get measured, it's not getting done. You want scores to move up in your particular high school, in your particular middle school, in your particular elementary, in the reading. Well, if I don't measure the level of where students started at versus where that I want them to be, how do I know that they've grown? I can't scale my business if I don't measure where I've started and what my goal is. Right aim, wrong target. What gets measured, what gets done. So how do I know the progress I'm making until I begin to track my growth? I don't know. Right? So growth is going to require evaluation. Growth is going to require reflection. Consistency, ask, how can I grow daily? Because here's what I'm telling you, if you move into that place of consistency, if you move into that place of maturational development, move into that place of measuring things for growth, if you move into that place of strategy, structure, solutions, you're going to do this. And this is a word for somebody tonight. I feel this in my spirit. If you do this, you're going to move from now to wow. Come on, somebody just type that in the chat. From now to wow. Next 3 months is going to be wow. I'm not going to even resemble who I was in January. I'm not going to even resemble who I was in October and November and December. But I'm going to remember how I've grown. I'm not going to even resemble who I was then to where I am now. I'm moving from now to wow. Come on, do I got somebody with me tonight? I received that. Now to wow. It ain't going to just be a prophecy. It's going to be my pattern. I'm changing my pattern. Because this ain't just about knowledge. This is about application. After all is said and done, more will not be said than done in my life. I'm not just going to have a whole lot of activity. I'm going to have some achievement. I'm not just going to be busy. I'm going to produce. I was created to create. I'm not just a purchaser. I'm a producer. I'm not just a buyer. I'm a seller. I'm not just a consumer. I'm a creator. Why? Because I've been cultivated by the creator. I was created in the image of God. So I can move from now to wow. Because I moved into the place of change. Listen, I got more to share. Time waits for no man or woman. I hope you got something from this tonight. Tonight was just a little bit of an appetizer. I don't even know if I really served the meal. And it hopefully you got something from this tonight. When you talk about strategy, structure, and solutions to really take your life to the next level, when you talk about resources that I need, and then where can I get those resources that I need? Look no further. I want you to go to the eaglesacademy.com/store. Kimberly said, served and ate. Served and ate. Well, that's great. I want you to get, there we go. Talking about solutions and strategies. I want you to get some solutions and strategies. I've got all the resources that you need to really grow your greatness. I want you to definitely become a member of the Eagles Academy. If you think I go into depth in here, wait till tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow's class when I'm teaching the Eagles Academy. I can't wait. I tied a ribbon around the gift tonight before I got on the session. So I can't wait for tomorrow, the Eagles Academy. I want you to be a part of my amazing Eagles Academy. Go to the eaglesacademy.com. And the Eagles Academy, you say, well, what is that? Yeah, what is the gathering of Eagles all about? I'm so glad that you asked. It's an online community simply designed to empower you to soar into success and purpose. And I move you into that place where I teach, I train, I consult, I coach, I mentor you simply by showing you how to increase your ideas, your impact, your influence, how to level up in every specific area of your life. Yeah, that's spiritually, socially, emotionally, relationally, financially, down those alleys of life, so to speak. Here's some of the blessings and the benefits of becoming a member of the Eagles Academy. You're going to be a part of all of our weekly virtual sessions, our master classes, our Q&A sessions. You'll be a part of the community where we got a number of gifted leaders who understand that it's not about competition, it's about collaboration. You got accountability partners to network with from literally all across the country, sharing ideas, networking, business strategies. You're able to develop innovative skills. You're able to really think about steps and solutions to transform your life, experience the growth that you desire. It's transformative. The coaching, the mentoring, the specialized teaching, the training that's catered to you, what it is that you need, how it is that we can be of assistance to you. And then also you're part of our exclusive Facebook community that just keeps you inspired, not just keeps you motivated, but keeps you determined day by day. We are a resource to you to grow your greatness. I want you to be a part of it. Again, the eaglesacademy.com. Go there. Join us now. Be a part of our session tomorrow night. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And as you go to the e-store, the eaglesacademy.com/store, listen, I got a number of other solutions. I got another number of other strategies and resources simply just to grow your business. There's a free ebook that you can download there. It's called More in 2024. how to become more and make it your most successful year yet. You can download that ebook. For all of my authors, those who are aspiring to write, aspiring to inspire, I'm telling you right now, you need my bestseller book blueprint. Don't release your next book without my bestseller book blueprint. I've done 16 books. I've written 16 books. I've published 16 books. And I know how to go number one on Amazon whenever I drop. Every single time. Right? People ask me all the time, what's your blueprint? How do you process your books? How do you write your book so fast? Quick, fast, in a hurry? Well, I'm showing you. Download my step-by-step masterclass blueprint of really how to take your manuscript to the marketplace, how to build a best-selling book, step-by-step guides, step-by-step directions. This is what I do. This particular step when I'm writing, this particular step when I'm word processing, when I'm getting it edited, when I'm looking at how to develop the cover of the book, what should go on the back of the book, what should go between the covers of the book. Right? Thing is, don't matter how great your content is on the inside, the cover is what sells the book. Well, people don't judge books by their cover. Yes, they do. In this industry, they do. So I've been able to generate thousands of book sales literally all across the world. And I can show you how to do the same. Speaking on all types of platforms, this, that, and the other. BeaglesAcademy.com/store. Download the bestseller book blueprint. Another thing, speaking of speaking, if you consider yourself to be a speaker, if you desire to be one, if you're looking to perfect your gift, your enunciation, your elocution, the process of how you communicate, the art of communication, what words are you painting? What picture are you painting when you're speaking? All of that. Mastering your message at the microphone, I can help you do that. I want you to download my 4.5-hour digital video training on becoming a phenomenal speaker. I got one called Phenomenal Speaker. I got another one, Successful Speaker Strategy. That's the 4.5-hour training. That's the one that's going to give you everything. People say number one fear in the world is speaking. Beyond bungee jump, beyond reptiles, beyond flying on a plane, beyond skydiving. They say speaking is the number one. I'm showing you how to overcome that fear of public speaking, master your message, develop your signature story, empower the world with your words, wowing your audience, being invited back, then being how to go about being compensated for your message, paid. Right? So I'm giving you the strategies that I've used, churches, conferences, community centers, schools, colleges, media training, list goes on and on. All right. So sharpen your skill set as a speaker. Again, the Eagles Academy, the EaglesAcademy.com/store, download the successful speaker strategies. All right. Once you do that, hopefully you got something from this tonight. Come on, where all my goal-oriented people, just type goal. Type goal tonight. I'm living my life like it's golden. That's what it is. Not GOLDEN, GOALDN. That's the remix. I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm going for the goal. I'm going for the goal. Won't allow people's opinions to become my prison. I'm making my mark. An indelible mark that cannot be erased. Listen, y'all, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of truth. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie. And of course, I got to thank you for being in the mix at 6, where we just empower you to soar into greater success with strategy, structure, and solutions on how to do that. You know, we're here Monday through Friday. I'm here with you Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Yeah. In the mix at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Facebook family. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, LinkedIn. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you, YouTube, for the love. If you have not, head over to the YouTube side. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? For real, for real. Go and subscribe to my page on YouTube. Eddie Connor, EddieConnor. No E's in my last name, no S's in my last name. Please put some respect on my name. Follow me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. And as always, you know, it's always great talking to amazing leaders and people like you. I'll see you next time. That'll be tomorrow. We're going to have a winning Wednesday. Until then, it's your main man, Dr. Eddie, signing off. Peace and love.